When I talk about energy, and I want to go back to the restaurants, my wife Trina has some dietary issues, so a lot of times, when we go to the restaurant, she gets maybe a little edgy because she's vegan, gluten-free. So for her, she wants it tailored. So a lot of times before, we got to, phone ahead, this and that. But the key is sometimes we'll have two different experiences from the exact same restaurant. Someday a server will come out, they'll be really happy, they'll be very empathetic to her and say, you know what, no problem. I'll get the chef to whip something up, let me go talk to him right now. Then he comes back out and says, hey, you know what, it's not on the menu, we're gonna do a cauliflower steak for you, we're gonna do some of this stuff. And then the next time we might get a server like, it's not on the menu. Maybe they don't go communicate with the chef and then they bring it out and it's wrong and then she gets sick later. Like, exact same restaurant, two total different experiences. It's very important for us to make sure, we do the wants and needs. Energy is really important, right? But the reality is you're a prop on a movie set. When Brent's with a customer, it's just as important how your energy is than his energy. And it was funny, I watched this, I recommend this movie. It's a rowing team story. It just really hit home with me because the whole theme of the story was that there was a lot of good rowers on the boat. But if you know anything about rowing, they have to do it in sync. They all have to be at the exact same precision and the exact same speed. This team kept rowing at the different speeds and they could never ever win. The coach came up with an idea that why don't they blindfold each other? So they all blindfolded and then they started to feel and then they started to row at the same speed. As soon as they started all to get in sync with each other, then they got the results and they ended up winning. Fastest rower, he got off the team. He had a bad attitude, so he got cut. And so they brought in some players that didn't have as good as individual stats, but they were better team players. So my message to you guys is if one of you or two of you aren't rowing at the same sync as the other person when it comes to guest experience, we can't win as a team. We can't be successful as a team.